Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to Pandora Astrology's monthly horoscope for December of 2020. Did you miss your annual birthday reading? Well, it's not too late to get the benefit of a birthday solar return reading and find out what's coming in your personal new year. And you can find a link for that in the YouTube description below. We've got Mercury, Venus, and Mars activity for you, also an eclipse and an important sign change coming up later this month. Hey, Julia, what do you have to say to the Scorpios of the world?
Well, hey, Scorpio. I'll start with Mercury. That's the planet of communication. It's also the planet of strategy. It's how you think. And at the very beginning of the month, on December 1st, Mercury is going to enter your second house. And that's the house of possessions, also the house of your income. Also values, too, like whether they're political values, religious values, family values, those types of things. So during this transit, Mercury in the second house means that you're going to spend a lot of your time thinking about how to either increase your money, increase your possessions in some way, or for example, if you run a business, how can you expand your business, or how can you talk with your boss about getting a raise? And since it's also the house of values, you might find yourself communicating a lot about the values you hold dearest. Then Venus, the planet of art, beauty, and relationships, begins the month in your first house of self. And that's really great news because Venus in the first means that you're literally embodying Venus energy. So you're going to be looking very, very pretty for the first half of the month. And it's a wonderful transit for anything that you want to do to beautify yourself, whether that's get a haircut or get a new tattoo or piercing or buy a new outfit. Venus is going to add a little luck to that. Then on December 15th, she's going to go into your second house of finance. So after you spent all that time thinking about money, Venus is going to come in there and give you a little extra luck in money too. It's also the house of possessions. So it could mean that maybe somebody gives you a nice gift for Christmas. I mean, that's going to coincide with those dates. Or maybe you want to spend your money on more luxury items or beauty items or even art, because those are the things that Venus represents. Now, Mars is in Aries all month, and Mars has been in Aries for a very long time because it just finished up its retrograde cycle last month. And all of this has been correlating with your sixth house. That's the house of work. That's the house of health. So during this cycle that's been going on for a few months now, but finishing up this month, which is going to feel really good, you may have faced a lot of frustrations and flare-ups, especially on the workplace. That could be with clients, customers, your boss, or coworkers, for example, and maybe even some frustrations just in your work life in general. And as this is a sixth house, is a health house, if you have any chronic conditions like migraines or urinary tract infections, then they may have been, extra annoying over the last few months, just kind of acting up, because Mars tends to bring on inflammation and infections and all those types of things. So Mars will be finally moving out of this house next month, and that means we're going to have a whole new fresh start for the new year.
Yep, and that's going to be even more the case because of two planets changing sign in a big way. And one of them would be Saturn right here in Capricorn, and this chart is dated the 15th, and Jupiter is right next to it at the end of Capricorn. But by the 16th, Saturn is going to pop over into Aquarius, bringing an end to the pandemic hot degree, which is going to be a tremendous relief. And then just a few days later, on the 19th, Jupiter follows suit. So these planets are going to leave behind the heavy, weighty, judgy feel of Capricorn and move instead into the rebellious, reactive, and progressive sign of Aquarius. Now, this is your fourth house, which signifies home and family, domestic life, heritage, and roots. Saturn's presence there says that you're going to undergo a time of testing in that arena, and you're going to maybe feel trapped there at times, and that you should be able to build on your relationship with home in a good way if you exert yourself and get rewarded for that. Jupiter, however, is going to bring luck, positivity, optimism, and easy reward. And the two of them together in that house, just terrific. And it's going to last for the year. Now back over on December 21st, we have the sun changing signs too, beginning the season of Capricorn, which falls in your third house of communication. The sun brings the spotlight of attention wherever it goes. And so this will be a good season in which to pay attention to your communication, to discover your voice. Now, there are a couple of moons to talk about. One of them is on December 14th, and this is the second of a pair of eclipses, actually. This one is a new moon in Sagittarius, which falls in your second house, and that is a house of finance. Yes, it is a house of the body. It is a house of all things that ground us in a good way. And we've dubbed this one Worldview, Beliefs, and Resilience because in typical Sagittarian fashion, it offers us a choice between being opinionated and being tolerant. So there's some interesting thoughts. The other moon is happening on December 29th, and it is a full moon in the sign of Cancer right here in your ninth house, opposite to Capricorn's sun there in your third house. And this is an axis of learning and of the mind and the higher mind. And full moons tend to bring strong emotion, not always as strong as the activities and feelings of an eclipse like the one that I just mentioned on the 14th, but still, you know, strong emotion. And this one also incorporates Chiron, which forms a square to this Cancer full moon. So this one we're calling balancing, healing, and taking action. And the moon in Cancer in your ninth house might have you feeling very strongly about what you believe, but you must balance that with the cold, hard logic represented by the sun in Capricorn in your third house, and then bring in the right amount of assertion via that Chiron in Aries. So that is the stuff that we had to tell you this month, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching this video all the way to the end. And if you did enjoy this video, please do like, share, and subscribe. You can always find us at pandoraastrology.com, where you can get readings with us. Actually, we are available for that, and also classes. And definitely check out our YouTube channel, Pandora Astrology. And we'll see you around the cosmos. Bye.
Bye-bye.